Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I want to talk about the energies this past weekend because I just felt such a big shift. And I feel like I have a good message that I wanted to share because I just gained some clarity. It's like stuff that we already know, but it just hit me differently this past weekend. And I know a lot of us were really going through it with the eclipse. We had the solar eclipse on Saturday in the sign of Aries, the new moon in Aries, and oh my God. And it was brutal. Just as I suspected, usually with solar eclipses, I don't do very well. It wasn't horrible. I feel like the day after, like that's where it was worse for me. There was a lot of purging. I know a lot of divine feminines, the ones that I spoke to were, some of them were going through very similar things that were coming up, lack of self-worth or, the need for validation, even though these are things that most of us already worked on. Me personally, I feel very confident. I feel like I finally have my sense of self-worth and I love myself through and through. And I don't know what it is, but things were coming up, but they were coming up to be purged, to be released. And I feel like a lot of us were having anxiety, but if you think about it, the new moon, the solar eclipse was in the sign of Aries, and Aries energy can be very impulsive. It's very anxious. It's very rushed energy. And as a woman, granted, we have both masculine and feminine energies within, but when you're not used to being in that, when it's such heavy masculine energy, it can be overpowering. And I feel like it was putting all of us in our masculine, and it was just overwhelming. It was making me feel like I needed to control. And I didn't like it. And it's the sense of the need to control, and it's overwhelming instead of surrendering, which as divine feminines, and when you are, when you're on the right path, whether you're feminine or not, you need to surrender, right? You have to just trust that everything is working out for you. But it was really hard this past weekend. I feel like there was just this sense of like uncertainty, and this sense of like, I need to have it done, and when is this going to happen, and like, what's going on, what's happening. I felt like I was all over the place, and I felt like I was going backwards. And then finally, like, there was this something, going on in my head, and I felt like I really needed to know the answers to something. And I was like, why isn't this happening? And then I'm like, okay, whoa, you've been in this energy for like a day. Like Friday was great. Saturday was when it started happening. And then Sunday morning was just, ruminating in my head. I'm like, what is happening? Nothing to do with my twin flame. Just, my own things. And then finally, I went for a walk on Sunday, and I said, you know what, God, I surrender and I let this go. As much as I really want this, and as much as I feel that it's for me, I feel it in my heart that it's for me. Like I know, because I know that this desire is here for a reason, and I feel it in my heart. However, maybe this was just a learning lesson. Maybe this was just a lesson for anxious attachment. Like, even though I've worked through these things, but it was like, it was stirring up, it was coming up in me. And I'm like, what is this? Like, why is this happening all of a sudden? And then I thought, you know what? Solar eclipse, it's in Aries. Like, it's no coincidence. And so I just let it go. And then last night I went to the beach to watch the sunset. And then I stargazed and I danced. I was by myself on the beach and I danced my heart out, listening to beautiful music, just like a ballerina or like contemporary dancing. Nobody's watching me that I know of anyway. And it was so beautiful. And then I had a conversation with God, and I was looking at the universe, at the stars, and I'm like, you know what? If this isn't for me, even though I feel it in my heart, and I said it again, if this isn't for me, then show me. But if it is, show me and allow me to receive. I'm not going to force it anymore, because nothing good is going to come out of something that we have to force, right? The good things come. This is where that saying comes from. The good things come to those who wait. And it's true. The good things come when we surrender, when we let go of the outcome. It doesn't mean you let go of what you want. It's not like you're saying like, fine, screw it, I don't want it then. It's not that. It's saying, you know what, I do want this, but if it's not for me, then that's fine. I trust it's for me, but I will get it when I'm meant to. Because the thing is, you will only receive manifestation. You will receive what you're meant to have when you are at the frequency for that thing, when you are in alignment with that thing. And typically it's when we surrender. It's when we let go of expectations. It's when we let go of the outcome. And this is not just to do with your twin flame. This is everything in your life. Everything. Everything. So I let go. And I'm not going to say what happened. I'm not going to say what it's about. But let me just say, nothing gets in the way of what God wants for you. Nothing. Nothing. But the moment you surrender to the outcome, the moment you let go and stop trying to force anything for you, even because you know that when something is for you, you have that feeling in your heart. And I've mentioned this before. You intuitively know, you feel that tug, you feel that pull. So if it's for you and you surrender and you let go of the outcome, God will make it happen. And I am a testament to that. And one day I will share what happened. But I will just say unexpected events happened. And it was beautiful. And I realized that nothing, absolutely nothing can stop the divine. As long as you're listening to your heart, as long as you are trusting your intuition. Because for me, I was like, oh, which way should I go? And I was going to go one direction. And then all of a sudden my heart went, no, you got to go make a right. And I'm like, okay. I'm just giving you guys little things that happen. And then when I left from where I went from the beach, I was going to go right where I came from, when walking back to my car. And instead I took the stairs because of where my dog was. And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go this way. If I hadn't gone that way, if I didn't trust my intuition, I wouldn't be led to what I was meant to see, what I was meant to experience, what was meant to unfold for me. So this is why we have to stop thinking super logically, stop trying to force things, stop trying to control the outcome, stop trying to control anything. Because what is meant for you will be for you, and nothing can stop it. The only thing that can stop it is you and your mind, is when you are trying to force and control everything. But the moment you let go and you are in the flow, I rhymed again, I'm always rhyming, it will happen. It will happen. And the most beautiful, unexpected things will happen to you, miracles in your life, when you think this way. And when you are in a state of gratitude, when you are always grateful for the things that happen, and when you are just allowing yourself to receive. And for my divine feminines, it is very important to get to this place, to be receiving, to surrender, to be in that feminine flow. It is so important, because otherwise, if you are constantly trying to control, and do, yes, we have to do things. Of course, we have to work, we have to get things done. Right? We have to cook, we have to clean, we gotta get things done, right? We're not just gonna sit there in our thrones and expect everything to be done for us. There's a balance of your masculine and feminine, okay? We have to get things done. But when it comes to wanting things, we surrender to what we want, because we trust that we will have it if it is meant for us. And trust that universe, God, works in the most beautiful, mysterious ways. I promise you that. I am a huge testament to it. One day I will share my story, but right now that's all I'm leaving it at. And it's incredible. And the more we trust and the more we let go, the more we receive and we stay in the flow, the more your life it'll just unfold so much better for you. Just trust and allow yourself to receive everything that is meant for you. Much love and have a great week.